Happy Labor Day, basketball fans. Harrison Graham here from Chat Sports with the latest NBA news and rumors for you guys. The calendar has turned September, which means games will be played next month. Can't wait for the NBA season to get here. Before we get into the news, before we get into the rumors, I want to ask you guys this question. Which player do you hate the most? Who's your least favorite player, the most hated player of all time? I'll give you mine. It's D-Wade. Big Mavericks fan, grew up in a couple hours away from Dallas. Can't stand D-Wade, think 06 was a sham. He is my least favorite player of all time. Let me know which player you hate the most, active or retired, in the comment section. All right, let's get to these rumors. Carmelo Anthony to the Brooklyn Nets. I don't see it happening, but there's a report out there that Kevin Durant and Kyrie might be pushing for it. They're good buddies with Melo. They would like to see him in Brooklyn. TMZ got a video with Carmelo outside of a nightclub asking him about it, and he said, look, those guys are family. If it happens, it happens. You guys will be the first ones to know. They are thin at forward after Wilson Chandler got suspended for the first 25 games. Obviously, KD's probably going to miss the entire season with the torn Achilles. Chandler's going to be out the first month and a half or so. Joe Harris, that guard forward hybrid, he's more of a 2 to me. You got Kurix, you got Taurean Prince in the offseason, but you're lacking depth and firepower at the small forward position. Insert Carmelo Anthony, question mark? Maybe it's a possibility. This is what he did a couple of years ago with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last year only played in 10 games, averaged 13 points or so. So I'll ask you guys this. Should the Nets sign Carmelo Anthony? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I will say I'm intrigued, and here's why. One, the Nets aren't going to win in year one with this new core because KD's probably not going to play this year. So why not? Bring him in, see what he's got. Kind of do what the Lakers are doing with Dwight Howard. No guarantees, just see what happens. If it doesn't go well, you cut him. No loss there. So I am tempted to type Y for yes, but let me know in the comments below if you think the Nets should sign Carmelo Anthony. And while you're at it, subscribe to Chat Sports. We're doing NBA content all the time. Like I said, we're about 6 weeks away from the regular season. We got the news, the latest rumors, all that kind of stuff coming your way. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. We're going to go live a lot during the season, especially next free agency. Again, we did a bunch of live stuff this offseason. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV, or just hit that red button. Get us to 150,000 subscribers by opening night. All right, this is a crazy one. Is LeBron James trying to trademark Taco Tuesday? Yes, he is. They have filed for an application to do so. They did so a couple of weeks ago on August 15th. You guys know this. If you follow LeBron on Instagram, he routinely does Taco Tuesday posts on his account. It's kind of a family tradition they have in LeBron's household. Look, I love tacos. I love Taco Tuesday. But if you're LeBron James, you can't just trademark Taco Tuesday. There's at least 10 other active requests currently trying to do so, several of which are taco shops. LeBron, you don't own any taco shops to my knowledge. So this is a bit of a reach, but we know LeBron is very business savvy. He's got SPRINGHILL Entertainment, Uninterrupted, his media company. SPRINGHILL Entertainment, of course, is his production company. He's got Ladder, his health and fitness company. He owns 14 Blaze pizza franchises based out of Chicago. He's going to be in Space Jam 2. We know this guy is active off the court. He's got several business ventures outside of basketball, so it's not surprising to see him try and trademark Taco Tuesday, but it's a long shot at best. I don't see him being very successful in that regard. But I do love tacos. Want to know if you guys love tacos too, and if you do, what's your favorite kind of taco? We're based in Dallas, so very good taco options down here, very good Mexican food options in general. It depends what I'm feeling. I like street tacos a lot. There's a lot of local spots down here that are really good that I like. Obviously, just the traditional bean and cheese tacos are a good way to go as well. Fajita tacos. I love tacos in general. Mexican food's probably my favorite kind of food. But let me know what your favorite kind of taco is in the comments section. All right, are we doing this again? Tom, Alicia, we doing this again? Dwight Howard shooting threes. Guys, he's going to be a stretch 5. God, it's not going to happen. Posted a video on his Instagram live account of him shooting threes, working out, shooting those corner threes, working his way around the arc. He's 6 for 63 in his career from threes. This is the third straight offseason where we've seen this story. Dwight Howard working on three-point shooting. I remember a couple years ago, Dwight plans to implement three-point shot with Atlanta Hawks. It's not realistic. Just focus on getting rebounds, being an energy guy. Frank Vogel spoke recently about what his role with the Lakers is going to be. Obviously, he's going to be more of a role player. He's on the back end of his career. I think he's got a decent amount left in the tank, but energy, defense, rebounding, block shots, those should be the focus. Don't waste time with this three-point crap. The people writing these stories, it's just a waste of time. I know he posted it on his Instagram, so it's just sitting there for these guys. But again, he's not a three-point shooter. He never will be. He's an awful free throw shooter. If you can't hit 18-footers when nobody's guarding you, how are you going to hit threes? Not going to happen. Obviously, those are his career numbers there. Again, the blocks, the rebounds, those are the things to focus on for Dwight Howard, especially if he wants to stick with the Lakers throughout the season. Ask you guys. Frank Vogel spoke about his role. What do you guys think Dwight Howard's role with the Lakers will be? I think he might be like a part-time starter, but ideally he's an energy guy off the bench who blocks shot and can defend bigs, especially the more premier bigs. I think that's the role you want. Focus on defense, grab some rebounds for you. I think he's a role player, 18 to 20 minutes type of guy this year for the Lakers. That's what I expect for Dwight in LA this season. Let me know in the comments below. Eric Gordon, he got the bag. 4-year extension, $54.5 million. Rockets continue to invest in their basketball team. You got to give them credit. It may not work out in the end, but they keep on swinging. They secure Gordon for the next 4 years after this season, so really 5 seasons. Of course, key floor spacer in this offense, one of their better three-point shooters, won Sixth Man of the Year award a couple of years ago. So Eric Gordon, key cog in this Rockets offense, 16 points last year. 36% was a little bit down this past year, but it was a higher volume. Hopefully with Westbrook and Harden both on the floor, he'll get better looks this year. I think he will. He's a key secondary ball handler at times as well. So pretty good contract, 4 years, $54 million. Not a bad deal for Eric Gordon and the Rockets. You know, this core five, it's really good. If Westbrook and Harden can work things out together at the same time on the floor, Gordon, Capella, Tucker, those are really good role players next to those guys. The bench isn't super deep, but that starting five can play with just about anybody, which makes me ask you this question. How many titles will this Rockets core win? You got Westbrook locked up. You got Harden locked up. You just locked up Gordon. Capella's under contract for a while. PJ Tucker's got a year or two left on his deal. Will they win any? I would lean no still because I think there's too many good teams in the NBA right now. But let me know in the comments section how many titles this Rockets core will win. All right, last news item here for you guys. Andre Roberson, is he finally healthy? It appears so. His dad told the Oklahoman recently that, quote, he feels really good. Suffered a lot of setbacks last year, tore that patella tendon a couple of, in January of 2018. Hasn't played in a game since. Was rehabbing a bunch last year, tried to get back, had a couple of those setbacks, as I mentioned. Look, we know Roberson, when healthy, one of the premier defenders in the NBA. Those are his offensive numbers. We know he's not going to produce a bunch on offense. If he could just become a 35% three-point shooter, that would be huge with the kind of defender he is. Big year upcoming for him. He will have opportunities because this Thunder team is in transition. Obviously, Chris Paul is still with the Thunder. They're certainly trying to move on from him. You got SGA back there as well. Steven Adams, Gallinari, those guys still in the mix. Roberson coming off the bench, but he will get minutes for the Thunder this season. Big year for him to try and get his career back on track. Big year for the Thunder to evaluate its talent and which pieces they want moving forward. All right, guys, I mentioned at the beginning, it's Labor Day. How are you spending your Labor Day? What are you doing tonight? We're working. That's what we do here at Chat Sports. We keep the videos coming for you guys. When I head home tonight, gonna go home, fire up the grill, get some chicken, get some pork chops going. So that is the plan for me. Let me know what you're doing, though, besides watching these videos. How are you spending your Labor Day? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.